and welcome to the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword What If. Basically, what the Legend of Zelda What If is, I basically just ask a question and show you what the gameplay would be without it. For example, what would Skyward Sword be like without stamina? Or what would it be without jumping? Well, in this video, you're gonna find out exactly what players would do in Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword if it would make it a nightmare if Nintendo didn't add these things. Number one, we're gonna start with stamina. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword is based on its one thing: your wits, your sword, its upgrades, stamina, and your items. But mostly, you may think, oh, I basically just gotta save the princess and collect items and don't die. That's basically as simple as it gets. Well, I'm here to prove you wrong, my friends. If you did a speedrun in Zelda Skyward Sword, I bet you would probably do it under an hour or something. And or maybe 5. But if you had the catch of using no stamina, this is what it would be like. You wake up inside the Knight's Academy as a bumbly and itchy mess, and then you probably would do what all players do. Maybe read Link's books or something. Or you would just look in his closet and find a neat surprise: 5 rubies. But after you're done doing that, you walk basically out of the room. Nothing happens, you just walk out of the room. And then normally some players would see whose the knight's ceremony is. And then you see Fledge over here. I actually completed the whole game, so he's not actually there, but you get the point of view of starting out the game. He would ask you to help him with the barrels. And you would, for at least 20 rupees if you wanted to, but as you see, as soon as I pick up the barrel, that green thing we're trying to avoid is automatically appearing. So, we can't get the 20 rupees. Look outside. You basically just met with Skyloft. And the instructor normally tells you to come up and meet him. Now, you're supposed to do a up and get up and then hop over there, but you can't because running to dash up those boxes requires stamina, so you really wouldn't get that far in the game. I mean, I think there's like a likely scenario where you can hit B or something, and it doesn't show the stamina, but otherwise, this is where you'd stay. And if you did somehow get past that part and complete the whole Skyloft, there would still be that one part where you're supposed to climb the vines and get to behind the god statue. But the main part is how you can run and hold the wall. So you basically can't leave the island. Now, another main part of the game that would give you a lot of trouble, besides the stamina issue, is what would Skyward Sword be like if you could never use any of its items? If you haven't gone that far in the game, the items basically are. You see that? Top right, or my top right of my game pages, those are your items. They consist in 8 forms. Or maybe 7. 1, and I will be listing them in the item you obtain them. 1, the slingshot. 2, the beetle. But if there may be a different path where you want to get the bug net instead, but I like to go scour shot, beetle, bug net. And then you get the bombs, the gust bellows, the whip, the claw shots, and then the bow. Those are all 8 items in Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Now, what would the game be like without them? Well, I'm pretty sure you would be able to get pretty far, but would need to find all keys from that. Exactly. How are you supposed to get from over there? You're supposed to shoot that with the slingshot. Now, normally there is a path. I'm not gonna show you it. It's that way. And you can get over here very easily, very fast. But that is not one of the problems you have to face. You have to shoot the vine to get into the deep woods. Now, there is no opt-out of this. At least that I have not found. You're supposed to shoot the vine, unravels, and then you get on the vine. And then you swing across into the next cutscene. Now, the next cutscene is basically what I'm going to show you next. So, if you have already completed the game, you know what I'm talking about. If you have not, do not watch this part of the video and skip to the next one. Skip to the next part of the video. That's not this one. And that is, what would the Gearham boss fights be without that he can turn himself into a living sword? Now that is a very interesting question. You basically have to, Gearham is basically one of the first bosses you do. You fight him in the Skyward Tower, and yeah, so it's basically very easy. If Gearham didn't have magic, he wouldn't be able to magic up those darts. He wouldn't be able to disappear. He wouldn't be able to make a sword, so Link would easily have beaten him. And then Demise, Gearham's wielder, wouldn't have a blade, and Link would just do that to him. So, that's all the myths I have for right now. But we're going to be new ones, maybe like next month, next week, maybe next days. Guys like this, yeah, see, I got some myths. Video of Skyward Sword HD, and what do you think my next question should be? I really am curious about what you guys would like me to do a what if next. Now, peace out. Keep exploring my videos and subscribe, comment, like, and peace out.